The broadcast. The Galactic Empire called it justice. On every network, every world, the broadcast played. Billions of humans lined up in containment camps on New Cydonia, kneeling as execution drones hovered above them. The Empire accused humanity of rebellion, of spreading Death World influence. The rest of the galaxy watched. And then, 10 billion lives ended in a single synchronized flash. Their screams were broadcast for 12 minutes and 37 seconds. When it ended, the screen went black. No message, no retaliation, just silence. The silence. For a week, the humans said nothing. The Empire celebrated. They believed fear had finally broken the violent Terrans. News anchors praised the purification of chaos. Traders reopened routes to Earth's system. But anyone who had fought beside humans before, anyone who had seen what they were, knew something terrible was coming. The humans weren't quiet because they were defeated. They were quiet because they were planning. The message. On the 8th day, every imperial world received a transmission. It wasn't a broadcast, not a diplomatic message, just a line of text. We tried peace. 2 hours later, another appeared. Now you will meet the other side of humanity. And then, the lights in half the galaxy went out. Operation Alien Extinct. No one knew what Earth called the retaliation until later. The Terran fleets had moved in complete silence, dark, cold, coordinated. No radio chatter, no visible emissions. By the time sensors picked them up, it was already too late. The humans struck 33 systems simultaneously. Each world that had taken part in the broadcast, every planet, every shipyard, every officer who had stood by, vanished in nuclear fire. The humans didn't invade. They didn't occupy. They erased. They called it Operation Alien Extinct. The witness. I was there, Archivist Elra of the Imperial Science Fleet. We received word that Terran ships were approaching our colony on Verus Prime. Our commander laughed. Their fleet's too small to fight the Empire. Then our sensors showed nothing. No ships. No signals. Just empty space. Moments later, the sky caught fire. Thousands of objects entered the atmosphere at once. Reentry capsules, each carrying one human marine. We scrambled our defenses. It didn't matter. They hit the ground like comets. The ground war. I still remember the sound. Not the explosions, the silence between them. Humans didn't waste ammo. Every shot counted. Every strike was deliberate. Their soldiers moved with precision that made our automata seem clumsy. One of them found me hiding in a collapsed bunker. His armor was black, his eyes cold. I begged for mercy. He just looked at me and said, "We warned you." Then he turned away. They weren't killing for revenge. They were executing justice. The Empire's fall. Within 6 weeks, the Galactic Empire ceased to exist. Not defeated. Deleted. Its databases wiped. Its leadership vaporized. Its fleets dismantled and scattered into cosmic dust. The few who surrendered were left alive, not as prisoners, but as witnesses. When the Terran flagship UNS Nemesis broadcast its final message, it echoed across what was left of the stars. This is Earth. We offered peace. You chose horror. You killed our children, our families, our future. You thought we'd break. You forgot what we become when we have nothing left to lose. Operation Alien Extinct complete. Then the transmission ended, and the humans went home. The aftermath. For the first time in history, the galaxy was quiet. Empires that once boasted of conquest signed treaties renouncing war entirely. On dozens of worlds, survivors built memorials, not to their fallen, but to humanity's warning. One inscription, carved into the stone of a burned imperial capital, read, "We thought them monsters. We were right. But even monsters have purpose. because humanity didn't stay to rule the ashes. They left them and disappeared beyond the edge of known space. The return, 2 centuries later, when the Galactic Council was formed to ensure no war like that ever happened again, a human representative appeared unexpectedly at the first session. No announcement, no escort, just a single Terran ambassador, dressed in black, carrying a small metallic box. He placed it on the council floor and said, 10 billion voices deserve remembrance. The box opened, projecting the names, every single victim from New Cydonia. The whole fell silent. Some wept. Then the human spoke again. We forgive. But we never forget. The legacy. Today, human worlds are peaceful. Their fleets no longer patrol the stars. But every intelligent species still teaches one universal law. Never broadcast human suffering. Because when they cry, they rebuild. When they bleed, they endure. But when you make them watch their children die, the galaxy burns.